Okay, so we're going to have our brush painting, or I should say your painting practice pages. The first one is gonna be brush. So I'm gonna just write brush, and then you'll have paper towel. Then you'll have sponge, Bob SquarePants, and then you'll have bubble wrap. Bubble. Okay, then I'm gonna outline these. I'm kind of going around the outside of it. So I'm literally bubbling this. There-ish. Okay, brush. This one I'm just going to say, I'm gonna do 2 lines. I can clamp the edges if I want. I kind of like the way it looks. Let's see. I'm gonna do bubble. Just putting a dot on top, and I'm kind of thickening up there. Dot on top. Just make that one fine. Make this thicker here. Add a bubble. Bubble. Thin. Bubble. Thick. Bubble. Another bubble there. And sponge. I'm gonna make squared up a little bit. Sponge. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make up a wash. So a wash is basically thinned out color, and you can make a wash out of watercolors. You can make a wash out of temper cakes, which is what this is. To activate those, you just need water. I'm gonna use this. I've got a water container and a brush here. I'm gonna take a little bit of water And I'm gonna pick a base tone. I'm gonna do a yellow wash on all of my paper. Oh, look at that. Huh. Spread a little, maybe I'll make it a little yellow orange. There we go. I don't know how that'll look with cool colors. It's probably gonna brown out, but okay. And then if you get those wet, you can just take that. Okay, so you can spread, this is just a background wash. So this is added with a brush. So you can kind of see how you can see through a wash, literally like you're just washing something. It's just with a little bit of colored water and it gives you a background color. Now, I can then take, on top of that, while it's wet on wet, I can take some colors and I can paint I'm adding a little of that color to there and then washing out my brush. Maybe I do want to take a little yellow on top of here. I can use, so this is the Temper Cakes. I can also go in with my regular Temper paint. This is a different style of brush, so you can kind of see it's a little like wispier. You can get small brushes out of the sink. So there's done with my brush. Now, paper towel. So you can use your brush to add background wash. You can also use a paper towel. If you've got a wash already mixed up, you might want your paper towel wet first because it's gonna absorb a bunch. But you can literally scrub your paper. As long as you're not scrubbing the paper off, that is something to keep in mind. So I'm gonna take a little you can do the same thing with the liquid paint as well. So you can dab to get like a almost marbly kind of texture. You can also pull. So you can do a combination where you do that too. So I did a little contrast there and then it adds a little movement when you pull that little because you have a diagonal line. We'll talk more about that in class. So then with bubble wrap, I usually don't use that for putting a wash on. I'm going to use this same paper towel that I just used. I'm going to drag this with what leftover paint is on here. You can see how fast you can get background pages. It really does not take an intense amount of time. The bubble wrap, I take color and I kind of dab it on. And you can do that with Temper Cakes. You can do that with the liquid paint that's in the middle of the table. You can brush it on. You can dab it on. It really doesn't matter. And then you just smoosh like a stamp. You can combine colors. As long as you don't combine them in the liquid paint. And you can do quite a bit as you go. You don't have to reset it every single time. I'm gonna do a little yellow on top, I think. Okay, spread that a little bit. I usually try to work in the same color range. So this is that warm colors, so yellows, well, it's Roy, red, orange, yellow. Pink is in that kind of same vein. Magenta, I should say. It's like a red violet, so it still falls in there. Okay, so sponge, I'm gonna use this same paper towel. And then I'm gonna grab, I already have some yellow on here. So you can dab with sponges. You can also do the thing where you pull. So maybe I want it to be almost a plaid. I can pull that across. I can go in, texture it. So you can get a lot of different techniques out of all of those. Then after you get done with that, you're gonna glue them back to back and hole punch them to put in your book. All right. And please do write your name in a corner if you do have to put these on the drying rack. You might not have to. You can probably just put it into your bin and it'll dry. But yeah, there you go. 4 practice painting pages.